want to say hello to everyone. Thank you, Tusen takk, for joining here today. I'm so honored to be a new part of the Guided By team and this very exclusive group of tour guides. And my name is Pål. I was born in Norway, grew up here, live in Oslo, and I've been a guide for almost 15 years now. And I'll be leading the brand new Norway tour next year, which is hot off the press. I could almost scream with joy and excitement over this tour. And probably you've seen this painting before. And this is The Scream by Edvard Munch, which you can see if you come visit Oslo. Now, I could have talked for hours about this tour, but I only have 5 minutes, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet. The tour is 8 days and 7 nights and covers some of my favorite parts of Norway, which you can see on this map. Starting in Oslo, the capital of Norway, a day trip to the fjord village of Drøbak on the Oslo fjord, and a farm stay in the Gudbrandsdalen Valley. Now, there's no need to beat around the bush. Norway is a high-cost country, but I think this tour offers a lot of value for your money. We'll have some lodging with a high level of comfort. This is a room from the Sommero house in Oslo, one of my favorite hotels in Norway, I think. Here's a room at the farm in the Gudbrandsdalen Valley. It's very traditional, yet very comfortable. We're going to go to some of my favorite restaurants, and you want to have plenty of culinary experiences. So a lot of meals are included. I can't say it's an all-inclusive tour, but it's not far from it. A lot of very exciting food is happening in Norway, and that's what I want you to experience. Now, I want to talk briefly about 2 highlights from this tour. And this is the first one. This is Oslo, a picture of Oslo. This is my hometown. I grew up in the countryside, but I moved to Oslo 25 years ago. And since then, I've seen some incredible changes, from being a port city with container harbors and a closed-off waterfront to becoming a vibrant fjord city and what I would say a global role model for architecture, public transportation, and livability. It's something you just have to see for yourself. You can swim everywhere in the Oslo fjord. Here you see some of the floating saunas that we have. This is something we can try out on the tour as well. And Oslo has kind of always been in the shadow of Copenhagen and Stockholm. But the last few years, it's emerged as a very exciting destination in its own right. And the last photo here of me in the middle there with a group of happy travelers. I'm a local guide in Oslo, and I enjoy showing people around. And behind me there, you can see the Oslo Opera House. For the next highlight, I want to talk about the farm stay in the Gudbrandsdalen Valley, which you can see part of here. This is one of the most cultural rich valleys in Norway. And I think after some days in the city, it's now important to connect with the land. I want you to imagine a farm which has been handed down over 17 generations. 17. And you can see on this photo here, that is Halvor to the right. And he's now the next generation taking over the farm from his father to the left. And Halvor will continue the traditional ways of raising animals, harvesting vegetables and fruits, baking bread, and so on. We'll be staying at this farm, Sygard Grytting Farm, for 3 nights. We'll be immersed in their traditions. We'll be sleeping in the rustic and comfortable rooms they prepare for us. And I think this is a very exclusive, authentically Norwegian experience. It's not a farm. It's important to say, it's not a farm that has become a hotel. This is a farm operating as a regular farm, but invites some visitors to stay for a limited period every summer. So some activities we will do there will include hikes and nature walks, baking classes, and we will learn about locally produced food and farming. And I have a couple of surprises as well. Lastly, we're also going to learn about seterkultur, and a seter. A seter means a mountain or summer mountain farm in Norwegian. And we still have a number of these in Norway. These are typically smaller farms, a bit up in the mountains. And this kind of culture, seterkultur, was recently put on the UNESCO World Heritage List. So this will be a UNESCO site. So we'll visit one of these small farms, talk with the farmer, and have a real hands-on experience. Now, at the very end here, I just have a few final thoughts. And I think if you want to really get to know Norway, have some very authentic experiences here, then consider joining my tour next year. The tour was just recently published, and a few seats have already been reserved. And I'm really, really excited about that. So thank you. Tusen takk.